Hi, hearty welcome to you. In the last video, we have seen general solutions for sin x equal to k, cos x equal to k, tan x equal to k, sin square x, cos square x, tan square x equal to k. Now we'll try to apply those concepts and solve simple problems. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll solve the first problem. Tan x equal to root 3. Tan x equal to root 3. Now we know that tan of 60 degrees or tan of pi by 3 equal to root 3. This is nothing but tan of x equal to tan of pi by 3. Now see here, if tan of x equal to k, what is the value of x? X is nothing but equal to n pi plus alpha. Alpha is nothing but pi by 3 here. So we'll have n pi plus pi by 3. Now what is the principal solution here? Principal solution is pi by 3. Let's go to the next problem. These are very simple problems just to understand the concept. Okay, let's go to the next one. Secant x equal to 2. Secant x equal to 2. So what I do whenever I see cosecant, secant, cosecant is try to convert them into sine, cos, tan, because we are more familiar with it. Cos x equal to 1 by 2, which is nothing but equal to cos x is equal to cos 60 degrees is equal to 1 by 2. Cos 60 is nothing but equal to cos of pi by 3. So that gives me x equal to, if cos x equal to k, what is the x? 2n pi plus or minus alpha. Alpha equal to pi by 3. So that is nothing but 2n pi plus or minus pi by 3. Okay. So the principal solution is pi by 3 and general solution is given by 2n pi plus or minus pi by 3. If you are not aware how we got this, you can refer to the previous videos where we have discussed in detail about each solution. Let's go to the next one. The next one is 2 cos square theta equal to 1. 2 cos square theta equal to 1, which gives me cos square theta equal to 1 by 2. Now this is of the form cos square x equal to k, for which the general solution is n pi plus or minus alpha. But before that I should know what is alpha. Cos square theta equal to, you know, cos 45 equal to 1 by root 2, that is cos pi by 4. Can I say cos square pi by 4? Because cos pi by 4 can be 1 by root 2 or minus 1 by root 2. So cos square theta equal to cos square pi by 4. So alpha is equal to pi by 4. That gives me theta equal to n pi plus or minus, the formula is n pi plus or minus alpha, and alpha here is equal to pi by 4. Right. So what is the principal solution here? Pi by 4. And what is the general solution? N pi plus or minus pi by 4. Let's do one more problem, that is sin 3 theta equal to root 3 by 2. Sin 3 theta equal to root 3 by 2. We have been asked for this to solve for theta in the range of, let us say, minus pi to pi including the boundaries, square brackets. Okay, now we haven't been asked for general solution, we have been asked to find out all the values of theta which are between minus pi and pi, which will satisfy this. Okay, we will also give the general solution. So we know that sine of 3 theta, now sine of which angle is equal to root 3 by 2? You know that it's equal to sine of 60 degrees, that is sine of pi by 3. That gives me 3 theta is equal to, because this is sine of x equal to k, I know x equal to, if sine of x equal to k, x equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole to the power of n into alpha. Alpha is pi by 3. That gives me theta equal to n pi by 3 plus minus 1 whole to the power of n into pi by 9. Now I haven't been asked the general solution, but if I know the general solution, I can get all the values between minus pi and pi. So let us find out all the values between minus pi and pi, which is nothing but equal to minus 9 pi by 9 and 9 pi by 9, because now we are looking at pi by 9, right? Okay, now let me put n equal to 0. If I put n equal to 0, this becomes 0, 0, I will have pi by 9. That is my first solution. If I take n equal to 1, this is pi by 3. Let me do it here. This is pi by 3 plus minus 1 whole to the power of 1, that is minus pi by 9. Pi by 3 minus pi by 9. Since I have 9 here, I will multiply with 3. This becomes 2 pi by 9. Okay, let us see what else we will get. If I put n equal to 2, if I put n equal to 2, this becomes 2 pi by 3 plus minus 1 whole square is plus pi by 9. Since I have 9 here, again I will put 3 in the numerator and denominator. 3 2s are 6, 6 plus 1 is 7. So it is 7 pi by 9. Let us see one more. Let us look for 3. If I look for 3, n equal to 3, 3 3 cancels, I will have pi, pi minus pi by 9, pi minus pi by 9, that is nothing but equal to 8 pi by 9. Do we have anything here? Because I have minus 9 pi by 9, so let us check n equal to minus 1. If I check, we have checked for n equal to 2, n equal to 3. Let us check for n equal to minus 1. If n equal to minus 1, okay, should we do this in a better way? Okay, just give me a minute. We'll do it in a better way, one by one, so that we'll understand. Let me just note down this. Theta equal to n pi by 3 plus minus 1 whole to the power of n pi by 9. I'll start here. Let us do it here separately, step by step, so that you will understand it. Theta equal to n pi by 3 plus minus 1 whole to the power of n pi by 9. Now we want to substitute different values of n and see what values we will get. Let me take n equal to 0. If I take 0, this becomes 0 into pi by 3 plus minus 1 whole to the power of 0 into pi by 9. This is 0, so this is nothing but equal to pi by 9. If I take n equal to 1, n equal to 1, it becomes pi by 3 plus of minus 1 into pi by 9. Now I will multiply with 3 here. I will have 2 pi by 9. Now you can see, actually, if I take n equal to 2, it is 2 pi by 3 plus minus 1 whole square into pi by 9. Minus 1 whole square is plus. I will multiply with 3. 6 pi plus pi equal to 7 pi by 9. If I take n equal to 3, I will have 3 into pi by 3 plus minus 1 whole cube into pi by 9. This is nothing but pi minus pi by 9, that is 8 pi by 9. So you can see that now I have done only for the positive values. You can take n equal to minus 1, you can take n equal to minus 2, you can take n equal to minus 3 and see what are the values you are getting. If the value is between minus pi and 0, you can include these values also. So if we have been given to solve the equation, we will take the general solution, then implement it for different values for n equal to. Based on the boundaries given, we will apply the values and we will get it. So in the next video, we will solve some more problems. These are the very initial level problems, so that we will just apply the concept. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. See you in the next video.